ferme Lewandowski, opponent d'Inghilterra.
Plonge beaucoup, pour l'instant ce n'est pas sifflé. Et Fermin qui peut servir Robert Lewandowski.
Szansa dla Pablo Torre, Lewandowski, gol! Kapitalnie Pedri, teraz szansa, gol! Robert Lewandowski!
The 2024-25 season of Robert Lewandowski seems unstoppable, from scoring goals, creating spaces, or even assisting. But to Hansi Flick, this is a normal occurrence, because if we go back to Lewandowski's prime, scoring 69 goals in all competitions, winning everything there is to win but the Ballon d'Or because it was cancelled due to COVID. And in that same year, Hansi Flick was Bayern's head coach, and it's also the same reason why Lewandowski has been flying so far into the season. And in this video, we'll be covering up how Hansi Flick has brought back the Lewandowski we used to know. First, tactical change. Due to Hansi Flick, Barcelona is now a more dynamic team, and this means that he allows every player to have the freedom on the pitch. So you might see Koundé making the runs or even Balde scoring goals, even though they're both defenders. And if we look at Lewandowski, he now have the freedom around the pitch, so we will see him in the midfield helping his team for build-ups or even assisting. Last season wasn't as successful for the Polish striker because of Xavi's system. He was the only one that can score goals, and for the opposing team, it's really simple to spot that and just man-mark him. But now Flick allows anyone to score to make it more unpredictable. If we take a look at his Bayern days, he's more than a striker, from dropping deep to link plays, taking off free positions across the pitch, or creating spaces for his teammates. And all those factors made him not only the best striker that year, but the best player in the world. Flick brought the same system back to Barcelona, and now Lewandowski is looking like a beast again. We're only few matches into the season, and he's already got 31 goals and assists in 29 matches. And just remember that he's 36 years old, still having numbers like this truly speak about his class. Second, the team. Last 2 seasons, Xavi suffered from a lot of injury problems, and because of the lack of individual qualities on the pitch, Lewandowski didn't get much clear chances, and Barcelona as a whole team were struggling. Xavi heavily relied on players like Busquets, Pedri, Gavi, Frenkie de Jong, or even Ousmane Dembele. Yes, you heard it. The ambulance. While this season seems very different with Flick tactics, Barcelona is now really all about the collective performance of the team rather than heavily relying on individual players. And ever since Hansi Flick arrives, Rafinha and Pedri enter their prime, and don't even get me started on Lamine Yamal. With them, Lewandowski can get much better quality services, and with those services, it's really hard to not score 1 or 2 in a match. But if you take a look at his previous 2 seasons at Barcelona, he always have a very good start, but cannot maintain the same form for the entire season. But now Barcelona is playing more like a team than relying on individual talents. It's probably also the reason why I think Lewandowski will be able to maintain his current form for the whole season. Third, competition. Kylian Mbappe recently signed with Real Madrid, and people really thought Mbappe, Vinicius, and Rodrigo would be dominating the league. But it seems like the front 3 of Barcelona is doing the damage. His goal contribution ratio per match is 0.96 compared to the French forward of 0.82 goals per 90. And the stats won't lie, just look at some of his match against Real Madrid.
Mamy z meczów jednej, drugiej drużyny, teraz podanie do Lewandowskiego, Lewandowski, gol!
Dokładnie przeanalizować, ale też doceńmy, jak podał Casado.
Balde w pole karne, gol! Gol! Lewandowski! On tu
Po przerwie to jest mecz, który tutaj jeszcze da nam bardzo dużo emocji. Mam wrażenie, że ostatni
Lewandowski ruszył. Lewandowski, gol! Bardzo pewnie, Barca 2, Real 1, show w mieście Dżudda. No pewnie, choć wyczuł jego intencje belgijski bramkarz, jak odpowie Real Madrid.
And it gets even better if you compare his numbers to the rest of Europe. Erling Haaland has less goals than Lewandowski. As the process of making this video, Stay Humble Air already surpassed Lewandowski with 1 more goal, but it's still very impressive. Lewandowski covers a lot of ground for Barcelona this season, from tracking back to pressing, being the end of team moves. It takes a lot of energy to keep up, and yet Lewandowski looks like he has no problem doing so. And for his mentality, just take a look at his podcast.
Still, I have this fire inside that I want more. You know, if you love what are you doing, if you have this pure love in your heart and you're doing every day playing football with the happiness, that you can take this motivation, you know. I feel that everything what I achieve, I can be proud of myself, and when I see the reaction of the people, even in the USA, that means like, okay, this everything what I'm doing is in a good way, you know.
With Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal kind of remind me of something, the MSN, except it's 7 years into the future. Rafinha is the guy who never stops running, Lamine Yamal is the guy who does his magic with the ball, and Lewandowski's intelligent runs combine to make a deadly front three in all of Europe. Matter of fact, they are the most informed trios in Europe's top 5 league. And if he kept this form for the entire season, I'm sure he will be the top scorer of La Liga or the Champions League. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe.